Hello, my name is Jackson Bird, and this month is LGBT History Month. And to celebrate, I'm going to be posting videos on this channel all month long as part of my brand new Queerstory series. More on that in a minute. First, a brief history of LGBT History Month. So in 1994, a high school teacher named Rodney Wilson decided that there should be a month dedicated to teaching LGBT history. Since it's not usually a part of school's curriculum or taught by families growing up or any of the other ways that we usually learn our culture's history. So this month has become a time to share and celebrate stories from the past and to join as a community in working towards a better future. And why is it in October? Because in the 90s, October was already a big month for LGBT history, at least in the United States. October 11th, 1979 was the first March on Washington by LGBT people, and afterwards became what we now know October 11th for, National Coming Out Day. And since LGBT History Month began, October has become home to many other celebrations, such as Spirit Day on October 20th this year. And October is also Bullying Prevention Month. Probably not a coincidence. As part of the celebrations, Equality Forum, who basically runs LGBT History Month, chooses 31 different icons every year and highlights a person per day on their website. Some of the folks for this year include the amazing Janet Mock, my former boss and super brave Pulitzer Prize winning journalist Jose Antonio Vargas, and I had to look this one up, US President James Buchanan. You can check out Equality Forum's social media every day of October for a little biography on each icon. I know I will be paying special attention on October 8th to find out more about James Buchanan. But why is it important to celebrate LGBT history? Because being gay or bi or ace or trans isn't new. We've existed throughout history. Our stories were just rarely shared. At its core, history is a story. There's evidence for a lot of things through primary documents and artifacts, but a lot of what we take to be fact is an amalgam of interpretations, dependent on a trust in certain people's words, and weakened by unequal access to education and the decision that some people's accounts have more authority than others. You know, we have to remember that just because someone wasn't literate or didn't have access to means of preserving their story, or whose story was erased because of who they were, doesn't mean they didn't have a story. History months, like Women's History Month and Black History Month, are about telling those stories, about digging into the past to find people and events from minority communities who were there throughout history and giving them the spotlight they've deserved this whole time. And meanwhile, making sure that the people who are making history now will have their stories told in the future. So this month, I am doing my part for history by sharing the stories from people who have often been forgotten. I'll be interviewing people and making solo videos all month about various identities and experiences, and because so many of those don't fit cleanly into the LGBT initialism of this month, I'm calling this series Queerstory. Did see the thing? I made a thing. It's branding. I decorated. While traditionally and sometimes still used as a pejorative, queer has been reclaimed as an empowering identity marker for many people who have non-heteronormative identities, expressions, or experiences. Basically all the people whose stories about gender and sexuality need more visibility. These are our stories, our history, our queer story. And I'm really excited to share these stories with you this October, and I hope that you will enjoy them too. Be sure to subscribe to this channel to keep up with the series throughout the month, and follow me on Twitter at JackIsNotABird for any other updates. And let me know in the comments who your favorite queer or trans person from history is. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Happy LGBT History Month, and I'll see you next time.